Hey everyone, Becky Launder here with MyConsultantTraining.com and the Modern Direct Seller Academy. I hope you are doing well. I believe we are live, but you just never know these days on Facebook. I'm so sorry that I'm late. I think I've tried like 6 different browsers, and going live on your business page and sharing it to a group is no small feat. So here it is on a Monday, and I'm feeling super duper accomplished. So as you guys are joining in, say hello. Let me know that you are here. Let me know where you are joining from. Hey, Jamie, good to see ya. I'm excited tonight to talk a little bit around mindset and taking care of yourself because I think that is oh so important. And before we get started, I hope everyone had a wonderful Mother's Day. I hope that if you're a mama and you're tuning in, that you were pampered and taken care of and got a little bit of a day off. Hi, Ray. Hey, Cindy. We had a good day over here. I got to sleep in and I got some super cute handmade cards from my kids. Oh, I got a new water bottle. This is exciting. I don't know if anyone, I think Erin has one of these, but it's the Hydrate Spark water bottle and it blinks, it lights up. I'll show you. I can do it from my phone. It blinks at you to remind you to drink water. Because I have a very bad habit of drinking a lot of coffee in the morning. And then I realize that it's, like 1 o'clock and I've barely had any water. Look at this. So fun. It's like, remember, go drink your water. But on my app, because it connects to the phone. I've been telling my kids if they touch my water bottle, it lights up to say, don't touch mom's water. So that's how they think it works. But it's really cool. So that was an exciting Mother's Day gift over here. But speaking of which, I hope that you got a little bit of a break yesterday. I know many of you are busy mamas that are, kind of doing it all right now. You have kids home full time without any break. Many of you are working day jobs, and your direct sales business is your side hustle. Now you're your kid's teacher, and you might have your spouse home working alongside you, and things are just a little bit crazy. So I hope that you got a nice little break yesterday. I'm going to touch on that here in a minute as I'm chatting a little bit more about just what it means to really take care of yourself as a direct seller and so you don't burn out because reality, when you're pushing and you're going and you're full force ahead in every aspect of what you're doing, it's easy to get burnt out, and we don't want that to happen to any of us. So, tonight I'm just going to talk a little bit about mindset, taking care of yourself, and really believing in yourself as you are approaching your direct sales business. So that's the agenda for tonight. I believe I am live in both my business page and in the group, but if you're not in the group, we'd love to see you over there. It is the My Consultant Training Tribe group here on Facebook. I'll post a quick link to it in the comments. I think that worked. So if you're not in the group, hop in and join us. We'd love to see you. I am going live every Monday night at 7 p.m. Pacific, 10 p.m. Eastern, which I know is so late for those of you on the East Coast. Thanks for staying up with me. Of course, there'll be a replay in the morning, but I'm just trying to squeeze things in where I can, and you know the drill. So a couple things that I wanted to hit on as we were chatting about this topic tonight about taking care of yourself. I think, let's first start with mindset. I think mindset is so important. I've been really kind of doing more mindset work than maybe I ever have in my professional career. And, I think with that, it's training your mind to believe in yourself and telling that you can do it. So there's a couple different ways that I've been doing this in my own business, and I'd love to hear any of your tips and tricks and things that are working for you in your business. Just hey, Rebecca, just in terms of mindset. But for me, I think it's starting the morning with what I'm grateful for, and that's not something that I do every single day, but I really try to do. Where I just jot down a couple things that I'm super grateful for, that I appreciate, and I think that just starts my day off great. And then one thing that I'm doing that is a little bit different than what I've ever done before. I've always been a big goal setter, but I'm actually writing down my daily sales goal. So if you are, oh Ray, you're so sweet. Thanks for staying up with me. If you're in direct sales, hopefully you have some kind of sales goal, whether that is a monthly goal that you're setting for yourself, or a weekly goal, or these days I know we're kind of just taking it day by day, but having a daily goal, maybe it's making one sale a day, or maybe it's $100 in retail sales per day, or whatever that number might be for you. I'm actually tracking that number. And I've always paid attention to it, but I've never like taken the effort of writing it down every single day. And so that has been really tremendous for me just over the last couple months in my own business, and really being intentional about the growth that I want to have in my business, and the mindset that I have that I'm cut out to do this work, right? Hey, Lindsay. Hey, Jennifer. Hey. Yes, start the day with a gratitude journal. I love that, Jamie. I think that that's such a good practice. And I know I have over here Rachel Hollis's, I love all of her stuff, but Rachel Hollis's Fresh Start, is that what she calls it? Start Today journal. And it's really cool. Like, you can just see kind of on the blank pages here that the first 5 is what you're grateful for. Then the next 10 are dreams that you made happen, and you write them in past tense. So I love that. And saying, like, one of my goals is to reach 10,000 direct sellers, right? So I write down every single morning, my goal is to reach, or not my goal, I write it as I have reached 10,000 direct sellers. Putting it in past tense, and I think there's something to that in training your brain and thinking about things in a way that, like, yeah, been there, done that, check, like, that's happened for me. And then you can write down which goal you are going to hit first, which is also exciting. And that's changed a little bit for me too, which I enjoy. Ooh, Ray ends her day with gratitude. I love that. That's a really great way to wind down, yeah, and sleep well. I love that, especially when you're not having such a great day. So there's still so much to be grateful for. So that was the first one I wanted to mention, was just, being really intentional with your goals, being intentional with practicing gratitude, being intentional about your mindset around reaching those goals. And the other little tip that I've picked up on lately is, not only am I writing down my daily sales goal and my actual numbers, but I'm also writing it in the steam in the shower. And I think it's kind of fun. I write the numbers in the steam on the tile of my shower in the mornings, and I'm already thinking about that number. I'm already like really focused in on what that goal is. So for what it's worth, I think that's fun. There's so many other ways to do this, you guys. When it comes to goal setting and having the right mindset and training your mind around reaching goals that you're setting, it could be a simple Post-it note on your computer that you look at, or a note on your refrigerator that every time you open it, you're seeing it. I know I've done that when I've been earning big trips, that I have a trip tracker like up on my fridge where I see it every single day. Or back when we used to get in our cars and drive places every day, having it on your dashboard. So just being really intentional about those goals, the mindset, and being aware of what you're working towards, I think, is huge. The next one is really around, protecting your time and being intentional with your time. And I think this is especially relevant right now, while there's so much on our plates, right? Like, it's totally unprecedented where we're at right now, especially if you have children at home with you. Being protective of your time and making sure that you're carving out time in your day for your business, and carving out time for yourself. So I think that's the other part of it, is that you have to take care of yourself to take care of all of your people, whether that be your family or your team or your business. So being intentional and protecting that time. So if that's for you, sitting on your back patio with a cup of coffee and writing things down in your gratitude journal, protect that time. Or if that's making sure that you get out there and you're able to go on a walk for 20 minutes a day, protect that. That is so, so important. And I think as a direct seller, as you're stepping into leadership and you're building and growing a team, it's really easy to kind of lose track of yourself and protecting that time for yourself, because you're giving so much. You're giving to your team, you're helping your team, and you're, still supporting your family and everything else that you have going on in your life. So I think you have to be really intentional to protect that. And part of that is, making sure that you're not, maybe answering somebody's question right away. You're training them to go find a resource to get that answer, and that you don't drop everything to respond to a question. And I used to be oh so guilty of this. I'd be in the middle of sitting down playing a game with my kids, my phone would ding, I would look and I would see a message and I'd know the answer, so I would just want to like quick message it back to my teammate. And that's not protecting your time. That's letting things get a little bit too mixed up there. And you have to focus on your priorities. I think that that's really, really important. And making sure that you're protecting the time that you set aside for your business, but also setting aside, that time that you have for yourself, whatever that might be, to take care of yourself. If you need to get that 15-minute workout in every day, or that walk, or that gratitude journal, being protective of that time and not letting anything else get into it, which I know it can be really hard when you have your whole family at home. Trust me. Even today, I'm like, I'm just gonna go do a quick lap around the block. I just need a minute, right? And I was chatting with somebody else today, and she was like, I'm sitting in my car outside. Like, I just need, I need my space. And I think that that's super important, just to really take care of ourselves. And so we're not feeling drained and feeling like at the end of the day that we've given everything that we have and we haven't made time for ourselves. So I know I'm guilty of that, and I know a lot of other very ambitious, go-getter direct sellers that are spending every minute working on their business because they can, because we have these little phones attached to us all the time. But protecting that time and being intentional with your time is so, so, so important. So along those lines, another just quick tip is to take breaks. So, whether it is a quick walk around the block, or saying, tonight I'm not going to touch my business. I'm going to take tonight off and I'm just going to veg out on the couch. Being able to kind of build those breaks into your schedule and into your business is so important for your mindset, for your mental health, for being able to show up even better the next day when you're rested and energized. I know that I've had days, and one of my mentors told me this, that it's okay to fire yourself at the end of the day and rehire yourself tomorrow. And I loved that. And it's so true, because no matter what your business is, like, there are going to be days that you're going to say, like, whew, like, I don't have it today. Like, I need some space. And today is just not my day. Things aren't working out, and that's okay, right? So think about that, how you can reset and focus in on things the next day. It's all going to be there waiting for you the next day too. So setting office hours really helps you feel comfortable. Yeah, that's so, yes, absolutely. Having those set office hours, Ray, is really important. And knowing that if something comes in outside of office hours, it can probably wait. I mean, fortunately, in direct sales, there's probably no emergency related to your product, right? Like, we are not first responders working in a hospital. We are selling product to customers. And sometimes I think we think that it's an emergency for our customers, or we think it's an emergency for our team. But being protective of that time, setting those office hours, communicating that with your team to give yourself the space that you need to kind of manage those boundaries, whatever they might look like in your life, is so important. I love that. So another just, quick little tip on mindset and taking care of yourself, and really showing up the best as you can, is really finding your people and leaning into those people. So you've probably heard the saying that you're the sum of the 5 people you spend the most time with, right? Or the average. I always say that wrong. The average, not the sum. So think about who those people are. Who do you have within your business that you lean on? On some of those days where you're feeling really drained, or that you need some feedback on something. Who are those people for you? And I always say this, but it doesn't have to be like real life people that Like, it could be that you listen to a podcast, or there's somebody online that you listen to their training and you feel really motivated. But like, for me, like, if I'm feeling like really down in the dumps, I'm like, all right, like, which podcast am I going to listen to? Or what Audible book do I have that's going to kind of pump me back up, right? So kind of think about who those people are for you, and make sure that you have those people that are giving you energy and giving you support in your top 5. And if you don't, then you need to go find them. You need to go find some people that are going to be there and be part of your top 5 that are cheering you on and helping you really take your business to the next level and supporting your success. So I think that is incredibly important. I know that in the academy, that is one thing that I absolutely love about that group is that, if you're stuck on something or you need some feedback, like we just pop into the group and answer questions and give feedback and share ideas or strategies with each other. And that can be really huge for your business as well. Okay, one other thing. I wrote down some notes and I don't want to miss them. Is to really just recognize that there is a season for everything, right? Right now, we are in a crazy season. It doesn't matter where you live or what you have going on in your business. It's a crazy season right now. This is uncharted territory. We are doing things in ways that we have never, ever had to do before. So in our direct sales insight survey, we heard from you back in January, February timeframe that on average, 70% of your business was online and 30% was in person. That 30% in person was really fueling a lot of those relationships that you're cultivating online. And now, without those pop up events and those face to face interactions and those vendor events being canceled, it's a whole new ball game. Things look totally different out here on the internet, right? And that's a good thing, but it's also challenging. And knowing that we're doing all of that in the midst of a global pandemic, in the midst of having maybe people closer to us than ever before in terms of everyone being home and right there with you, I think you just have to give yourself some grace and know that this season might just look a little bit slower for your business, and that's okay. We're all learning and we're all growing through this, and of course, we're all going to be better together and stronger as a result. But I also think that it's the season that we're in, and recognizing that maybe your business isn't going to grow as fast, or maybe you're not going to be able to dedicate as much time as you were able to even a few months ago because it's the season. And I used to say that all the time to mamas that were having babies and mamas that were, working full time or transitioning out of a day job. Like, there's seasons for everything. And if you can't be full force ahead all the time in your business, and it's going to ebb and it's going to flow. And that is kind of the best part of direct sales, is that you can adapt to everything that's happening around you. So just give yourself some grace. Know that there is a season for all the things, and this is just one of those seasons for us. So with that, you guys, I think I'm gonna wrap up. Happy Monday. Hope you guys are doing well out there. I love hearing everything you guys have going on in your businesses, and I love talking mindset. And if you haven't taken time for yourself today, even if it's just a couple minutes, take some time for yourself. You've earned it. Hopefully, if you're a mama, you got a little bit of a break yesterday with Mother's Day, but I hope that you're able to, take that time to focus on yourself, to re-energize, and know that you will be better when you show up for your team, for your family, and for your business after taking a little bit of time for yourself. So I hope you guys have a great night. It was good to see all of you, even in the chat over here. And I look forward to connecting with all of you soon. I will be back next Monday, and I have some fun stuff next Monday. We're going to talk about the Direct Sales Insight Survey, where we have the final report ready, and I cannot wait to share the results with you guys. So I'm going to give a little bit of a teaser of what we found in that report, and thanks, Rebecca, and really how to show up right now. That's important, right? So it's all about what it looks like to be a modern direct seller right now, and some of the best practices for the field on how to show up for your community, and those that are doing the best and making the most money. Let's learn from them. I'm going to share some best practices with you. So see you guys next Monday. I hope you have a great night, and I'll talk to you soon.